What up, witches?
There we go. Fixing my microphone there. What up, witches? Here we are. Happy Friday. It is time for me to pull my monthly tarot reading, my daily tarot cards, all that fun stuff. Sorry, I've been MIA this week. It's been a busy week. I will be using my Crow Tarot deck tonight. Excuse me. And specifically, I will be pulling daily cards for January 31st, tomorrow, through February 7th, which is a Saturday. And I will also be doing a monthly tarot reading for the month of February. Alrighty. So I'm going to start with the monthly tarot. Got to give a blessing here. Which I started right at the 4:20 mark, which was hilarious because that was unintentional. Woo. Excuse me. Okay. Here we go. Starting off with the monthly tarot reading. We start the beginning of the month of February with Death, the number 13. I wonder who that might be about. Probably some orange menace in the White House, maybe? The Two of Cups reversed. Partnerships are ending. There's too much glare going on. Let me fix my lighting. 1 second. Might make it a little dark in here, but oh well. Okay. A little better. It is a little better, but Jesus Christ. Okay, we're gonna work with what we got here. So the Two of Cups reversed for the middle of the month. This points to a breakup of partnerships. So around the 14th, I'm interested to see what this means. I will be reading out of the guidebook before I give my full interpretation. The end of the month. Ooh, we have the Four of Wands reversed. Maybe a test, a lack of stability, a crumbling foundation. Interesting. Not very romantic for the month of Valentine's Day. Let's see what our advice card is. Ooh, hello. Oh, the Six of Swords. Moving on from difficulties into smoother waters. Okay. It's time to move on, apparently. There it is. So I'm going to be reading out of my guidebook real quick, starting with Death at the beginning of the month. There we go. There we go. I figured it out. That's a good angle. So Death. Number 13. Keywords: change, ending, new beginning, transformation, and mortality. Element: water. The crow has let go and made peace with the change that must take place for her life to move forward in a positive direction. Her death is symbolic of transformation and comes with a warning. Unless you are willing to sacrifice the part of you that is holding you back, you will feel pain or discomfort in the future. This card marks a profound change coming, one that has the possibility of creating a positive outcome. If you can allow the change to happen without fear of the unknown. So we're seeing a death of an era, I think, with the beginning of the month. And frankly, with the recent release of the Epstein files, we all know what that really means. Next, we have the Two of Cups reversed for the middle of the month. So around the 14th of February, the Two of Cups. I'll read the upright and then the reverse meaning. The crows of the Two of Cups share the energy of water traveling between two cups and a divided heart. Between them is a cicadas symbolizing negotiation and partnership. The Two of Cups may represent a new romantic relationship. It may also foretell of a robust and confident business relationship. Together, the pair is balanced and equally satisfied and share a unified vision. Similar to the lovers, the Two of Cups denotes a karmic connection, although it does not necessarily mean a romantic one. While the upright Two of Cups offers a harmonious partnership, reversed, you are finding it challenging to agree with your partner. There may be a loss of respect or imbalance in power that has resulted in resentment. So it might not be a very romantic Valentine's Day this year. Keep an eye out for any disagreements with your partner. The end of the month, we have the Four of Wands reversed. Typically, the Four of Wands upright represents stability and happiness and harmony. And reversed, that harmony is tested. Two crows harmoniously chatter as they celebrate the end of another beautiful day. The Four of Wands denotes a time of celebration, I believe, of peace and harmony, especially regarding home and family. The Four of Wands also predicts that a joyous occasion such as a birth or wedding could be on the horizon. You may also see the Four of Wands as a reminder to connect with those who bring joy and happiness into your life. Throw a dinner party, arrange for a backyard barbecue, or have friends over. It may not feel like it at the moment, but you will soon have a reason to celebrate. We are seeing the reversed Four of Wands for the end of the month of February. When reversed, the Four of Wands represents instability in your home life or a breakdown in relationships. Although you know that the change is vital to your growth in the long run, you may be finding it difficult to keep a positive attitude. Things are rocky. Things are absolutely rocky. We're seeing that test of the foundation, but the two at the top, they're holding on together. As long as you have community and partnership, you'll be okay. Then we have the Six of Swords as our advice card. And this is for everybody, the collective, our advice card for the month of February. Six of Swords. Through the snow, we just had a huge snowstorm. Through the snow, the crow makes a trip over choppy waters in pursuit of a better life. Along the way, he has lost a few feathers, but it is a sacrifice he made for the chance to rebuild and start over. The Six of Swords denotes a time that will require you to cut your losses and begin anew. This decision will not come easily, and there may be feelings of regret along the way. However, once the journey is complete, you will be able to recognize that the result was worth the sacrifice. Focusing on the new opportunity instead of the loss will help ease the transition. A lot happened in the month of January. We had a lot of deaths, obviously. We had Keith Porter Jr. before the month even began on New Year's Eve. We had Renee Good immediately after the 5-year anniversary of the attempted overthrow of our government, right? And then we had Alex Preddy, a week later? We all knew it was going to take a white man for people to care, right? We all knew it was going to take a white person for people to care. So when Renee Good got shot, white women woke up. When Alex Preddy got shot, white men woke up, because we start seeing ourselves in these victims. And unfortunately, until you see yourself as a potential victim, you don't evoke change. It's just the important fact of the matter. I could see Liam as my son, even though my children are white, because I see Liam as a child, not as an illegal person or anything else other than a child. And I have a child. Oops, my screen went dark. Fucking thing. I hate that it does that. I keep forgetting to move my mouse. I talked to my therapist about how I have hyper empathy and all that, and it makes it very difficult to be a smart person in today's world. That's a whole other conversation I think I can save for an ADHD post. Essentially, being hyper empathetic means that I am able to put myself in so many people's shoes at once and experience trauma in a way that some people don't. It's almost hyper realistic. Like, I can't watch certain movies or TV shows that I experience secondhand embarrassment from, because it's like actually feeling it, like it's happening to me. And my therapist brought up almost like a mirrored trauma, where when you hear about someone's trauma in detail, it can be almost as traumatic, not taking away, like you can get PTSD from hearing about somebody else's trauma. That's kind of what the whole thing was. I need to look more into it, and that will be a subject for another time. This is about tarot. But we've had a lot of things happening that are making us feel hopeless and lost and angry and scared as a collective. Black people know that this is just the United States of America. Nothing's really changed except more white people are getting shot. But this cruelty is law enforcement in America. This is not an issue that is solely in immigration. This is an issue that is in law enforcement, period, across the board. There is racism, sexism, assault, battery. Like, a cop is one of the most likely people to be a child abuser or a wife beater. And that's just a statistical fact. A law enforcement official is more likely to take part in spousal abuse or child abuse or worse. It is a statistical fact. There's a problem when so many law enforcement officers have legal issues like this, right? I will get off my soapbox. I think in February, we're going to see a lot of change. At the beginning of the month, we see death. We see the death of a system, a death of an era, and the birth of a new one. And that's the important part. From the ashes rises something new, like a phoenix. This is something that is a circle of life. We all experience ups and downs. We're like, oh my God, unprecedented times. These are very much precedented. These are very much precedented. That's why we have the checks and balances we do, and why they are holding as well as they do. Because if they didn't happen before, there wouldn't be any precedent to prevent them from going forward in the first place. So keep that in mind, that we have systems and they are working, because this is not unprecedented. And we're seeing that system die and a new one rise with the beginning of a new era. So at the beginning of the month, the first week especially, we're going to see some big changes. I am being very egocentric and placing a political lens for the United States of America on this tarot reading. Energetically, this is for the collective energy of February. So on a personal note, this could represent a personal transformation in your own life. You might be experiencing this transformation process, an ego death of sorts. That could be what this represents for you. For the present, we have the Two of Cups reversed. That's present. The middle of the month is the Two of Cups reversed. This is that like 8 through the 21st-ish. This is the energy that there's going to be a lot going on, breaking up partnerships, experiencing rockiness, I guess. I'm trying to find the right words to express what I mean. Interestingly, we do have Abraham Lincoln's birthday on February 12th, Valentine's Day the 14th, President's Day the 16th, Susan B. Anthony's birthday on the 15th, Mardi Gras on the 17th, Ash Wednesday the 18th. So we've got a lot going on in the middle of February, right? This could represent just a disconnect, miscommunications, a lack of ability to be there for each other, or even feeling like you're being torn apart. The end of the month, we are seeing a test of our stability, a test of our checks and balances, so to speak. Again, going back to the political lens. What I like most about this card is it does represent upright and reverse a typically stable situation when you have the 4 pillars. You might be on an unstable base in this presentation, but that doesn't mean all is lost, especially if you have the opportunity to hold on to one another and keep each other safe. The final message, the advice of the month, is to hold on, to keep moving forward, and let go of the things that are holding you back. You're going towards the spring. The snow is melting. We're moving toward a warmer days, longer days, more sun, less ice. The conditions are changing. Stay positive and stay hopeful for what that may bring. There we go. Beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month, and advice card for the month of February 2026. Next, I'm going to be pulling a daily card. For Saturday the 31st through Saturday the 7th. Bear with me 1 second, folks. All righty. We will be starting with tomorrow, Saturday the 31st. I am so very interested to see how protests go tomorrow. I know there's one in my own town for the afternoon that I shall be attending, or at least attempting to. Hopefully my schedule allows for it. My town is thankfully in a rather safe area, so I am not worried about all that. Though take precautions in your area depending on what that means for you. Minneapolis, obviously, is very different than my little rural Amish Ohio. So starting with tomorrow, Saturday, January 31st, the end of the month, the 6 of Cups. We've got some nostalgia going on, some happiness. Maybe some progress? Ooh, Sunday the 1st, February 1st, beginning of the month, we have the Seven of Swords reversed. Somebody is trying to get away with something and they are failing epically. Or should I say bigly? All right. Monday, February 2nd. Oh, before I forget, on the 1st, Sunday at around 9:30, 10 o'clock, we will be going live for episode 3 of the What Up Witches podcast. So this is for Monday, February 2nd. Oh, hello. All the way down there. Okay, then. I keep forgetting to move my damn mouse. There. Wheel of Fortune is what it was, by the way. The Wheel of Fortune. So for Monday the 2nd, things are changing. That matches very well with the Death card at the beginning of the month of February that I got for the last tarot reading. So the Wheel of Fortune kicks off the week really of Monday, February 2nd. I'll go through card by card here in just a moment. No. Ooh, Tuesday the 3rd, we have Justice reversed. Karma is going to be hitting hard on certain people. Wednesday, February 4th. I know what it wants. Okay. So far, Saturday, the 6 of Cups. Sunday the 1st, the 7 of Swords reversed, the Thief card reversed. Monday the 2nd, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. Tuesday the 3rd, we have Justice reversed. Karma coming in fast. Thursday the 5th. Wait, Sunday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday the 4th, sorry. Wednesday the 4th. Ooh, the 10 of Wands. Carrying the weight. Almost to the end. Thursday the 5th. Temperance. Temperance reversed for Thursday the 5th. Some impatience. Friday the 6th. A week from today. What do we got? Friday, February 6th. The Hermit reversed. finally Saturday, February 7th. This is my dad's birthday. Oh God, how old would he be? Oh Jesus, how old would my dad be? Fuck. In his 50s. 60. Oh God, would he be almost 60 by now? Oh my God. Whew. So Saturday, February 7th. Well, that was fast. The Eight of Wands. Progress. Speed. Things might be speeding up. You might notice some momentum. Okay, let's go card by card, see what we've got here. We have an additional card that apparently fell that I missed. The Empress. I will take this as an advice card for the week. Fuck it, why not? So starting out with tomorrow's card, the Six of Cups. The crow returns to the place of his youth in search of finding his inner fledgling. He stands in a field of cups, filling his heart with healing memories of a time that was less complicated. If you have been feeling overburdened with day-to-day responsibilities, the Six of Cups brings the message to take a break and remember a moment in time when you felt free to just enjoy life. Whether it is a trip to your hometown or maybe a favorite vacation spot, it's time to recharge your spirit. So you should take tomorrow and really enjoy yourself. Tomorrow, Saturday the 31st. Sunday, February 1st, we have the Seven of Swords reversed. So starting upright, the cunning trickster crow is trying to fly away with a stash of shiny swords before the other crows can get them, but there are too many for him to carry. Nonetheless, he is pleased with what he can take. The Seven of Swords denotes a person who is attempting to deceive you or is trying to get away with something unethical. If you are hoping to be able to trick or take advantage of a person, the Seven of Swords serves as a warning that your plans will fail or you risk getting caught. Of course, for us, tomorrow, the 1st, it is reversed. Or I said tomorrow, but Sunday the 1st. When reversed, the Seven of Swords marks a point in time when you are finding it difficult to take the next step because you may be feeling overburdened. Now is the time to evaluate bad habits that hold you back. Okay, at the beginning of the month of February, we had the Death card. I want to point that out because now we have, at the beginning of the week, Monday the 2nd, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Cycle of life, ups and downs, luck, keywords, and the element of fire. What goes around comes around, and so does the Wheel of Fortune. During difficult times, this card serves as a reminder that with the bad comes the good, and change is a-comin'. The three crows in the center point inward, symbolizing our inner power to move the wheel and our ability to control the amount of time we spend either up or down. The eight crows facing outward on the wheel represent the spokes of the wheel and the energy that each direction possesses. Although they appear to be fixed to the wheel, their wings allow them some freedom, symbolizing our ability to learn from and move past a difficult situation. That is for Monday the 2nd. So between the beginning of the month of February having the Death card and the beginning of this next week having the Wheel of Fortune, I am predicting that something massive will be happening on Monday the 2nd that is going to change the course of what we're seeing. And that is further suggested by Justice Reverse coming in hot on Tuesday the 3rd. because justice is right there. Number 11. 10, the Wheel of Fortune. 11, justice. I'm going to read it both upright and reversed. Keywords: fairness, balance, and law. Element of air. The crow flies upward with wings open. He has nothing to conceal. His honesty has earned him the respect of his peers, as they know he will take a balanced and fair approach to every situation. This crow of justice brings the message to take the time to see a problem or difficult challenge from all sides before making any decisions. It is also time to consider all consequences. If justice is reversed, like it is for Tuesday the 3rd, it may indicate that there is a person who hasn't been completely honest. If you look deep inside, that person may even be yourself. It may be a good time to examine your personal truths. Next, we have the 10 of Wands for Wednesday the 4th. From a distance, the 10 of Wands didn't appear so big to the crow. However, once committed to carrying the wands, the crow quickly questioned whether or not to make the right choice and if it is now unable to manage the task. Was the treasure worth the effort? This card is a message of caution. You may have taken on responsibilities that could prove to be a bigger burden than anticipated. The 10 of Wands also may reflect an inner strength that will assist you during a time of struggle. We always struggle bus on Wednesdays, don't we? That's why it's called Hump Day. Thursday, the 5th, we have Temperance reversed. So we go back to the major arcana, this time number 14. Oh my God. I was so thirsty. Bear with me, folks. 1 second. All right. Temperance. So this is for Thursday the 5th, right? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday the 5th. Upright, temperance, keywords, moderation, alchemy, angel communication, and the element of fire. The energy of this crow is patient and balanced. She has the power to project grace and calm on the outside while actively solving problems and figuring out solutions to complicated issues inside. When the Temperance card appears, it is a sign to take a long-term view when embarking on a journey or seeking a solution. Just as the crow blends two opposite liquids, try to blend and harmonize with the people around you. When working with others, ask for their input and incorporate their ideas. Perhaps something totally new will come of it. However, on Thursday, our Temperance is reversed, which warns of being short-sighted and feeling a lack of balance or harmony in your day-to-day life. Temperance is about moderation. If you find yourself overly emotional about a situation, seek ways to balance your energy. Basically, there's no reason to panic because panicking solves nothing. Figuring out what's causing your anxiety and do something about it. That's the best you can do, right? Friday the 6th. So a week from today, we have the Hermit, another major arcana card. It is going to be a big week. Also reversed, again, I shall read both sides. Keywords: meditation, time alone, enlightenment, and wisdom. Element earth. The solitary hermit crow, aged and wise, is perched upon a sacred tree in quiet contemplation deep in the woods. He listens to what the tree needs to say as the falling snow lands on the smallest of branches. Oh my God, I got a burp. There we go. 6, 7. It is the tree that has provided the crow knowledge and is a symbol of subconscious mind. After his time of quiet reflection, he is ready to pass his knowledge to those who are willing and prepared to travel into the thickest part of the woods. In his mouth he holds a lantern, a symbol of wisdom to light the way. The soft, bright, glistening snowflakes represent cleansing and moving in a spiritual direction that will lead to fulfillment in one's journey. Our hermit is reversed. Of course it is. So for Friday, February 6th, the reversed hermit suggests that you have retreated not for self discovery, but instead to escape day to day challenges that have left you feeling overwhelmed. Spending too much time alone may lead to feeling isolated or self absorbed. Ask yourself if you are recharging or retreating. Neither is wrong, both are neutral, but you need to know which one it is so you can properly take care of yourself. Finally, Saturday, February 7th, my dada's birthday. We have the Eight of Wands. The crow flies swiftly through the air on the currents of energy brought by the Eight of Wands. This card brings with it the vitality of spirit. Do not hesitate. Now is the time to act. The power of this card is vibrant and expansive. A narrow focus will not serve you at this time, but you need to be able to see the big picture. Because the energy is moving quickly, the message of the Eight of Wands is that it is essential to ensure that every task is complete before moving on to the next item on your to-do list. Finally, our message of the week is the Empress. Keywords: motherhood, abundance, business success, and creativity. Element: earth. The fertile Empress flies over the abundant, lush landscape of Mother Earth. She is uplifted by the warmth that radiates from her connectedness with the planet. The Empress sends a loving message to take time to pamper yourself and to embrace the feminine energy within all of us. Her spirit is pure love and bringing things to life. She asks that you go into nature to feel the soothing and healing power that invigorates the soul. When the Empress pays a visit, she may bring a message of a new birth, which matches beautifully with the beginning of the month being the Death card, representing that rising from the ashes and a new beginning. So that is what I have for you folks. That is the reading for the next week and for the month of February. I hope everybody enjoyed, and I will be doing some more tarot probably tomorrow. I shall do my best to go live again tomorrow night for some personal tarot readings. You can join me. Oh, I will be posting this. It will be posted here in just a minute on Substack and YouTube, so you can watch the whole thing that I just did. I will be doing my personal tarot readings tomorrow night, so you can join me tomorrow for all of that. I am exhausted. My kids will not go the fuck to sleep lately. The last 3 nights in a row, they have not gone to sleep before 10 o'clock at night, and I am one tired mama. So I am putting my cards away, and I am going to go decompress with my husband. But I am going to have this posted here shortly, so it will just upload right away as soon as it's done rendering. And you can watch all of that. I'll post some of the clips and whatnot on all of the things. And by the way, let me go ahead and pull out my little magic 8-ball, because I have to ask, is February the month that Donald Trump finally dies? Let's find out. What we got? What we got here? Sit. Come on. Can't see it. For sure. It says for sure. Ha! It said for sure. I don't think you could see it, but it said for sure. It said for sure. I'm calling it. I'm calling it Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. All right, folks. I will see you tomorrow. Later, witches.